Hi, Laurel. I'm Cortland Jacoby, and I'm with Punch Drunk Critics. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So I saw this film back at Sundance and absolutely
Oh,
fell in love with it.
thank you.
So you based this film off of your own life, but it's a story that I think many young people within religious communities experience every day with predatory leaders within their churches. However, you offer so much grace and understanding in the way that you tell this story. Talk to me about making room for what you call the gray areas.
Yeah, it was really important to me to not condescend to or mock the communities that we portrayed. I just wasn't interested in that. I was very much more about wanting audiences to feel for these characters and to identify with them and see themselves in them, and always be looking for ways to ground them and make them, to make them feel real. And the film, I wasn't interested in taking a stab at religion, or it's really looking more at like patriarchal structures,
Right.
and it's offering a more complex look at faith, right? And like there are multiple ways to connect with God. It does, it doesn't just have to be this one thing or the other. And maybe God lives in Jem's desires, and that's okay, and that's beautiful. But yeah, it's really about like what, sticking with the characters
Right.
and ultimately telling a good story.
Eliza Scanlen is at the heart of this movie, and she is absolutely brilliant. The way she's able to switch between maturity and immaturity at the drop of a hat is just like brilliant. Talk to me about shaping the character with her.
Yeah, Eliza, she's an incredible actress, and there were many. It's a really emotional story, right? And there are many opportunities to veer into melodrama, if it was in the wrong hands. And Eliza just grounded everything, and every choice that she made was surprising and honest and truthful. And like you said, yes, this character is sort of like in this in-between place, right? Like she's a teenager, and she has all of these sexual desires, but she's also she's very inexperienced and very young, and it was about finding a way to have both of that, to feel that naivete, while at the same time having this like sort of like ferocity boiling underneath that like comes to a head and explodes. And she's a character that has hunger.
Yeah.
She's eating in like a lot of the scenes in the movie. It's something I haven't talked about a lot, but like she's always like eating cakes and cookies
Hmm.
and Cheetos, and like
Yeah.
it's just like a hungry character. And yeah.
One thing I've been dying to talk to you about since January is how you and your team completely transformed Austin Abrams. He's like on Euphoria, talking about the toxic masculinity with his shirt off, and then he's a complete douchebag and do Revenge. And then here you are turning him into the absolute dweeb, complete with his hands in his mouth and like a bowl haircut. Can you talk about that transition and why little details like that like make your world feel so lived in?
Oh, it's just so fun. I mean, I saw his audition, and there was no question. Like he blew everyone else out of the water. I was just like, oh, he's incredible. And he's really a genius. I think it was fun for him to go with this character. Like you said, different from what he's played before. And the haircut was his idea.
That's a choice.
Yes, the Vaseline tub was always in the script.
Right.
But he wanted to go out and buy his own Vaseline tub to make it his own, which was great.
Wow.
I don't know, we just had fun with it, honestly. And
Yeah.
I think at one point he wanted to get him a hearing aid, but we were like, I think that's too
It's a little
far.
far. Yeah.
We had to, keep it grounded, keep it real. Like he's the comic relief, and again, like the story has to be grounded. It can't. If we went too far with that, I think you wouldn't buy it. So
Absolutely. Well, you should be so proud of this film. It
yeah.
really was one of my favorites at Sundance, one of my favorites of the year. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for checking out the show. If you like what we're laying down, please subscribe to